Head Harvester Bill Arman here from the West Coast.
And Head Harvester Ed LaFlamme from the East Coast.
Okay, topic this week, culture. Get culture, the right culture.
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 Culture,
Okay.
yeah, exactly.
So what is culture? It's really the personality of the organization. It shapes the work environment. It shapes your relationships here at the company. Shapes your processes. Provides a clear, unified sense of purpose. Mm-hmm. Right? Now here's the caveat. Every single culture that we work with takes on the personality and the characteristics of the leader or the owner.
That's
both
big.
good or bad.
That's big.
Okay? And the leader's actions and behaviors will greatly influence the culture of an organization. Mm-hmm. So how important is the culture, Harvester Ed?
Well, it's really important because the culture itself are really the roots to the success or failure of the company, just like Bill was just describing. And, when we go to a new company, we can, how do I tell you, it takes 2 minutes. Isn't that true? You can just sense the culture, whether it's positive, neutral, or negative, okay? And, every time you bring a new person on, it affects the culture of that organization. And that's why it's so important to be very choosy about who you bring in, because they could be very disruptive if you don't. Because culture can really either promote a healthy atmosphere or a negative one in your company. Isn't that true?
Yeah, and a healthy organization is very, very important. In fact, we have a book right here that we really love. It's called The Advantage. This is a great book about being a healthy organization. A lot has to do with leadership and culture. So really, the subtitle is Why Organizational Health Trumps Everything Else in Business. So healthy, happy organizations are productive ones. They move quicker. They make decisions. They're in alignment. It's magic. It's hard to compete against a healthy culture organization.
Yeah, I've seen that every time where those healthy, cultures really, they make more money. They just always make more money because people are happy in the organization.
So if you have the right culture,
Yeah.
it can be your best tool for recruiting and retention of people, or your worst tool.
That's in your book.
It is in my book.
I remember, yeah.
That's right.
Harvest Recruiting Kit.
So have the right culture. You're going to have a great recruiting tool right there. Mm-hmm. What else about the right culture?
Well, I think that, when you're trying to change, and companies are changing all the time, they can adapt and change faster. So I think that you should think about that. That's all part of having that healthy culture.
Yeah. And they'll outperform our unhealthy organizations.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
your competition, if they're unhealthy, they're scrambling around, they're not organized, they're gossiping amongst each other, they're wasting energy and time while you just blow right by them.
Yeah, and
right?
people in those organizations will be coming to yours.
Hopefully, and not polluting them if they're bad guys,
Well,
right?
yeah, right.
So here's the question. How healthy is your organization? One of the things that we're going to have our People Academy Live, the seminar we're going to be doing in Dallas and Orlando and hopefully back in Laguna Beach this year.
In November, right?
Yeah. So look down below. We're going to give you the culture quiz that we're going to give everybody at the People Academy Live. So take the quiz down below and see how healthy your culture is. This is Head Harvester Bill Arman from the West Coast.
And Head Harvester Ed LaFlamme from the East Coast.
Now go out there and get a healthy culture.
Absolutely. You have
All
to
right.
have good culture.
You bet.
Yeah, not with just yogurt either.
Yeah, what kind of culture is that?
Well, there's culture in yogurt.
There is?
That's how they make yogurt.
I had a yogurt this morning. I was
Well,
feeling pretty cultured.
There you go.
I feel pretty cultured now.
Too right.